Embercleaving the Skyclave Apparition feels so awkward, but we'll do it. It's an easy win. Easy wins, you guys. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks so much for taking the time out of your day to watch Hello Good Game. Whether this is your first time with us or you've been here for a while, I appreciate each second you spend here with me today. We're breaking down one of the new strongest meta decks I've seen so far, Boros Aggro. This is not a Knights deck like we just looked at. This is just taking every good red and a white card, putting it into a pile for best of one, and then smashing through rank. We literally floated into Diamond with this deck. At half of that is thanks to Tibalt's trickery. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not a fan of this deck, and it does fizzle a lot, and we get to see some really fun footage of that today. And then some old-fashioned beatdowns. Of course, like in most of my videos, we do have some misplays that we can learn from as well. Before we get into today's wonderful gameplay footage, though, we will be breaking down the deck tech, going through the list, and then doing strategies, synergies, so you guys know how to play this deck effectively and efficiently, so you can climb up through the ranks as well. We had roughly an 80% win rate through Platinum 2 and Platinum 1 into Diamond, which is really, really nice. So a very successful deck in best of one. Now let's break it down. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to help support the channel. You can also go above and beyond on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, and by buying things just through our Amazon link as well. We get a 3% kickback if you buy things through our Amazon link, so that's really fun. With that out of the way, thank you guys so much for helping support the channel. Growing it is to what it is now today would not have been possible without each and every one of you. All right, Boros Aggro. Boros is the color combination of red and white. Aggro indicates that it is a quick-paced deck looking to be aggressive and kill our opponent. This is most signified throughout the converted mana cost and the creature to non-creature balance. With that being said, this is a very quick deck at an average CMC of 2.5, running 20 lands, but we do have some MDFC lands in here as well. Let's break down some of the new cards, and then we'll get into the filler to help support the deck. 2 copies of Goldspan Dragon. This is a 5 CMC 4/4 with flying and haste. Whenever Goldspan Dragon attacks or becomes the target of a spell, create a treasure token. Treasures you control have tapped, sacrifice this artifact. You may add 2 mana of any one color. This is an absolutely amazing passive ability on the dragon. Being able to tap a treasure that it creates for 1 mana is good enough, but as long as the dragon remains in play, we'll actually be able to sacrifice these treasures to add 2 mana of any one color, which is very, very powerful. So it may be a 5 cost converted creature, but if you think of the 2 CMC cost reduction that you get within the treasure, that's going to be really nice, especially, if you can attack and then it becomes a target, you get 2 treasures with a total of 4 mana to use at instant speed until the dragon is gone, at which point it goes down to 2. Very, very nice, and this can be used for, a wide variety of uses. And the attack comes into play as soon as it taps as you declare attackers, which is really nice. So you'll actually be able to use this treasure to cast something like our Embercleave, which is quite nice because that can be our 2 red mana sources. And of course, the dragon is attacking as well, which reduces the cost of the cleave as well. Embercleave, of course, if you don't know, we'll talk about it now because the deck does slightly revolve around it. A 6 CMC with flash, 1 less to cast for each attacking creature we control. When it enters the battlefield, equip it to a creature that we control, and then equipped creature gets +1/+1, double strike and trample. Really, really nice. If something happens to that creature, it gets removed. Of course, the Embercleave stays in play, and we can re-equip it to one of our other creatures for 3 mana. Into some of our newer cards here as well. Showdown of the Skalds. We focused on this within our Knights deck. It's here as well. We go turbo mode with it in the Boros Aggro deck today. When it enters play, exile the top 4 cards of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. That's absolutely amazing. Next up, whenever you cast a spell this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. And then on the following upkeep, it's that as well. So this is really, really good because we are using, a very aggro-based deck. We have lots of 1-drops. And, whenever we do cast one of those 1-drops or 2-drops, we're putting a +1/+1 counter on a creature we control, which is great. And then, you know, that creature can grab whether it's Embercleave to get double strike and trample for evasion, or the Maul of the Skyclaves, which grabs flying for evasion. So really, really nice play, and the whole deck basically revolves around Showdown of the Skalds and putting those +1/+1 counters on our creatures. You know, we'll talk about the synergies in a second. We'll get into some of the other new cards. Usher of the Fallen, a 2/1, which can boast for 2. So whenever it attacks, you know, again, it doesn't have to even enter the defense play yet. It can, as soon as it taps to attack, boast, which is nice. To create a 1/1 human warrior creature token, that's just going to help us if we don't have a 2-drop, right? Because this is a 1-drop. There's no 2-drop. You still utilize your mana and make a creature, which is great. With that all out of the way, you know, there's not too many new cards in the deck, just what we need. Now let's break down some of the filler. We have 2 copies of Giant Killer. This is a 1/2 in which we can pay 2 plus tap it to tap another target creature that our opponent controls. This is really nice. We also have Chop Down for 3 at instant speed as the adventure. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. That's awesome. 3 copies of Selfless Savior, a 1/1 in which we can sacrifice another target creature we control, gains indestructible until the end of turn. We have 3 copies of our Luminarch Aspirant, a 1/1, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. 3 copies of our Seasoned Hallowblade, a 3/1, in which we can discard a card, tapping the blade, giving it indestructible until the end of turn. 4 copies of our Shepherd of the Flock, a 3/1 with Usher to safety at instant speed, allowing us to return target permanent we control to its our owner's hand, which is just dandy. 4 copies of our Shatterskull Smashing for 2 plus X at sorcery speed, dealing X damage divided as we choose among up to 2 creatures or planeswalkers. If X is 6 or more, deal twice that damage instead. Of course, it has a Bolt land, adding a red to our pool on the opposing side. 3 copies of our Skyclave Apparition, a 2/2, and when it enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target non-land, non-token permanent you don't control with converted mana cost 4 or less. When it leaves the battlefield, the exiled card's owner will create an XX blue illusion creature token equal to that card's converted mana cost. 4 copies of our Bonecrusher Giant. This is a 4/3, and whenever it becomes a target of a spell, it'll deal 2 damage to that spell's controller. Stomp for 2 at instant speed. Damage can't be prevented this turn. Stomp deals 2 damage to any target, so, you know, nice utility there. And then, you know, we talked about everything now. That's 8 plains, 4 mountains, 4 Needleverge pathways, and 4 Temple of Triumphs in the deck as well. No sideboard. We're playing best of 1 today. Now, some of the strategies and synergies. You know, our main strategy here is to equip our Embercleave on one of our creatures and deal an excessive amount of damage. If we can't get our Embercleave, we use our Maul of the Skyclaves, right? No harm, no foul there. With that out of the way, you know, we only do have 1 Embercleave, so how do we reliably find it? Well, it's Showdown of the Skalds. This card has amazing synergy with our Shepherd of the Flock. Shepherd of the Flock also has amazing synergy within himself. So, typically, we can bounce our Showdown of the Skalds, right, with our Usher to safety once the second phase has triggered. That will give one of our creatures a +1/+1 counter, and then we can recast our Skald again for later, allowing us to draw 4 more cards to play, which is amazing, and then, you know, replaying the Skalds later on, and then rebouncing it. If we do get to a point where we have 2 Skald emblems in play, we have an Usher in play, and we have lots of mana, we may, instead of bouncing the Skalds just for more draw if we don't need more cards, we may just want to use the Shepherd to bounce the Shepherd, to bounce the Shepherd, to bounce the Shepherd, right? We can sink all of our available mana into it that way, receiving the maximum amount of +1/+1 counters from the Skalds, right? So if you have a Shepherd in play, you can use Usher to safety, bounce your Shepherd back. That's a +1/+1 counter. Now you use the bounce Shepherd's Usher to safety, then you replay the other Shepherd. So you've spent 3 mana so far for 2 +1/+1s. Then you spend your 4th mana to bounce that Shepherd back. You get another one, right? So you can see just how well that works if you don't have any 1-drops, just to be playing your Usher to safety, bouncing your Shepherd, and just kind of spending all of your mana, getting as many counters as you can. That's great. As far as where these counters go, lots of the time I prefer to put it on the Seasoned Hallowblade because it has indestructible with discarding a card. So, you know, you can remove or dodge, I should say, a lot of the removal this way, which is quite nice. And that gives you time to find the Maul, to find the Embercleave. And again, it's got indestructible. The only thing that you're worried of is exile. That's not too bad. And, you know, worst case scenario, you get the 4/4 in play, and you've got the Luminarch Aspirant, which can push up the 4/4 into a 5/5 as well. So, you know, the Luminarch Aspirant and the Showdown of the Skalds typically go on the Hallowblade. But if it's later game, you have a dragon in play, put it on the dragon because it naturally has flying, which is a lot of fun. You know, other shenanigans in the deck, you know, you can kill creatures with Chop Down, play the Giant Killer, bounce the Giant Killer with Usher to safety, back to your hand. You know, you can also do it with the Giant, but do take note that you'll be losing a 4/3 in the field, which is nice to have. Plus, you'll be taking 2 damage from the ability, all to get the Stomp back. But, you know, maybe you do need that Stomp. But what I really like is bouncing the Skyclave Apparition with Usher to safety, because you can exile something like a Draw Engine. They're going to get an XX, but who cares, right? And then, you know, you bounce it, take something else. Bounce it, take something else. So the Skyclave Apparition is also one of my favorite targets to be bouncing. And you can also use it defensively, right? You can use Usher to safety to protect, you know, maybe your Luminarch Aspirant from Stomp, from removal if you need, right? Throw it back to your hand, and now your opponent's spell will not be able to target anything, and it goes straight to the grave, which is really good value. So, you know, your main objective is to put the Showdown of the Skalds on turn 4 every turn. You know, be bouncing it with the Shepherd to keep your draw engine alive, so you always have cards, and then be sinking your mana into +1/+1 counters on your creatures, and then put either your Cleave or your Maul on the creature that you sunk all those counters into and smash home. It should be relatively easy. It's not hard to grasp, and it certainly is a lot of fun to play. So thank you guys for your time and attention. If you want to support the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share it to your friends, support financially on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, or by buying things through our Amazon link. Enjoy today's gameplay footage. Don't forget to download Magic the Gathering Arena Assistant, available for free to everybody in my Linktree link in the description below. It's got everything from metagame analysis, your own deck statistics, your collection info, and then, you know, of course, I do love this deck advisor for new beginners who don't have all the cards. They don't want to be spending their wild cards, and they're not really aware of their collection and what's possible with it. This will do all of that for you, which is really nice. So it'll show you what decks you can play with your current collection. Check that out for free in the Linktree link in the description below. Thank you guys again. I hope you are having a wonderful day so far, and if not, things will turn around surely while you watch this video. Take care, and we'll see you soon to wrap up. Going first is great, and isn't perfect, but what we do have is Skalds, right? Both of these can be plains, apparitions online. We pull one more land, we draw a full hand, basically. Indestructible in play. That's great. Innkeeper's great. Golgari Adventure. Oh, they get a draw there. Nice. Death Touch too. Not great, but... we just take the draw engine away from them. And we have Indestructible, so I'll gladly trade with this as well. Easy. We're in full control here. Another Innkeeper is good. Really? Wow, nice. That kind of sucks, right? Let's bounce that Skyclave back. Take the draw engine again. No attacks. End our turn. Lovestruck Beast. Just as the 5/5. Nice. Kind of annoying, but... Let's just go for it. Well, we can afford to before we get our backs into a corner we don't want to be in. Let's just take the scry. Land can go. We have plenty of that. That's our turn. We push all of our +1s onto the Hallowblade. Valmir Knight back in hand. Okay. Shadow Spear in play. That's not good. Our turn. Cool. Cool. So, we Shadow Spear the Beast or this? We Love Struck. Which one of those do we want? Savior out. Hallowblade up. Apparition back to our hat. Did I miscast that? We wanted to bounce that. That makes me so sad. Oops. Oh, that's annoying. Let's end our turn here. Probably turn my music down, concentrate a little bit. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, taking the draw, losing life. The thing is, they've got a really full hand. They're bricking like crazy. And we put a +1/+1 counter on that, which sucks. Because now we can cast both of those, which is a little bit nicer. And I almost just want to save this to take their draw engines if they can get there. We can just kind of cycle these shepherds on top of each other for the counters from the Skalds, which is pretty cool. We just wait for an Embercleave, right? We should have also maybe returned our Saga instead of just bouncing the Shepherds over and over. Right, and that way, that would have found us the Embercleave, and then we could have just done our bounce sequence. Top deck. Oh! You guys have heard me talk about the topdeck.exe. Here it is. Play another red source just in case we get hosed. We don't have any emblem, but we could take out their blocker first. Right? Oops. We meant this one. We have 1, 2, 3 attacks. We need 1, 2, 3 mana, which gives us that 1 here we need. But then we don't have the 3. Yeah, I definitely hosed that one. This is a sloppy match. Let's just do it. Just do the do. I mean, we still win by a long shot. And that way we don't have to attack with the other creatures. I think that's just game right there. Right, so There's lots of different ways to go about this, which makes it a lot of fun. And, you know, you can be bouncing the shepherds just on top of each other once you have the Skalds emblem in play. You know, or you could just be bouncing the Skalds as well, which is a fine play. Our opponent goes first. Our land's a little slow, but, you know, it's nice to be able to cast Cleave if we pull it. Ooh. Hopefully we can curve into that. Let's throw everything but land. Hallowblade can dodge some of their removal that they might have. Abzan. Oh. I mean, it's not good, but we'll get there. Yay! Yay! So now we can protect everything. We just start pushing up the Hallowblade, right? Down to 12. Every damage counts. Can we pull out that fourth land? Are you cool, bro? Oh my gosh, you're cool, bro. Let's call it. Extinction event? Nope. Easy wins here today, you guys. We're going straight to diamond in a hurry. Alright, I don't care for the land. Let's toss it. This isn't any better. Maul can go. Maul stays. Showdown goes? Nah, Showdown stays. Maul goes. Greedy! And we have a worse hand than we started out with. We're in trouble here, boys. Tybalt just out of the gates, eh? Or what? Just a straight goon show, probably. We've not seen any trickery yet today, so we're due for one. Yes, it is! Call him a gnarled. Oh, I bet that was rewarding. I mean, I know it was for me. We need our fourth land. Watch them have it again. You know what I mean? Whiff. Whiff. Oh, no way. Back to back? Back to back, broskies? What a draw hand, brah. What a draw hand. Where's that giant killer in hand when you need it? I'm gonna bounce it. How about that? How about that, mon? How about that, mon? How about that, mon? Oh my god. I just misplayed that. What is going on with me today? My dyslexia is through the roof. We're too busy BMing, you guys. I can't even. Oh my god. Can I delete my life? Can I delete my life? I mean, they would have got to it eventually. It's okay. Okay. It's pretty safe to say there'll be no more misplays today. I feel like someone in the Magic design has the exact opposite thing in their brain as me. Like, the smiley face, when it's like, did you enjoy this match? Like, the smiley face is blue, and the happy face is red. My brain triggers this as, like, opposites. It's just, it's too much. It's the too much, man. It's the too much, man. I need all these creatures. Good game. Good game, brah. Alright, we go first, and that was, you know, a good experience for everyone. I think we've got a good path to diamond here still, though. You gotta laugh, right? You just gotta have fun. And I hope you guys realize that, you know, we're all human. I'm sure many people would delete that match, right? And be like, I can't show people that, right? But it's like, it's funny to me that that happens. Like, does anybody else click their left and rights wrong? I know, I'm an adult, and those things aren't supposed to happen. But somehow, they do. So this is friendly. You know, that's a big hit for 7. Down to 11. End our turn. So we actually get to hold the talisman here, which is very, very interesting. Oh, nice. So they've got a higher chance here to whiff, I think. Yeah. That's how that last one should have happened when they whiffed, but they let us whiff instead, mentally. Going first, land looks great. Build this right into our Skalds, and we have the Shepherd to bounce it. I think best to bounce it on its, like, right before it dies as well. So then you're still getting the +1/+1s. Shepherd's great here. Oh, the Maul's, like, not bad either. I mean, it's not quite an Embercleave, but it'll get us there next turn. Or should we go wide first with the boast? Nice. People are really laying it in here. Ha! That's the 3rd whiff in a row. They must have it again. Hit for 4. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 3 lands. That's hot. That's why you have to be bouncing it, is because you draw so many lands. Woof. Going first. Hand looks groovy. We just need some more land. Oh, the mulligan, mulligan, mulligan. Nice. How many matches in a row has this been? I guess they're just like free wins today. We were losing every single time, and now we're winning every single time against them. Awkward. Our opponent goes first. They're playing Yorion, so we know we're actually in for a fight. No more free matches. In which one of we threw away. LOL. Gulp. Wow, that's a 4-color banger. Ah, nice. I doubt they have a wipe. Wow. I don't know what algorithm we found our way into, but I like it. We go first. Hand looks groovy. Let's get the Savior in play. I don't have anything to bounce the killer, so maybe let's keep it in hand, see what we come up against. Okay. We look for our 4th land next turn if we don't pull it. Scorpion. Village Rites. Eidolon. Oh no. Lurrus. Looking for a land. Gulp. They're just gonna kill the Hallowblade. So let's get our damage in. They don't kill it. They have 1 snowland only. Oh my gosh. We have to keep Hallowblade above the snowlands they have. Fourth land. Yes, we did. Hallowblade's at 5. They're down to 12. We're at 18. Lurrus in play with nothing on top. We can smash for 3. They kill the Aspirant. That's okay. That's really good. Let's kill Lurrus. That leaves us 1 mana. Hallowblade goes up. Hallowblade goes up again. Just looking for our cleave now. We smash in for a bunch. They block with the Scorpion. No blocks. Wow. Gulp. Down to 5. Our opponent missed lands. Oh, nice. They're not out of it yet, though. You jerk. That is a good kill, but we're gonna leave it. We'll pull a land here, and then we can stomp. Or we won't. I think that's good. It's like really easy play. Here's the block finally. We have a lot of reach here, and they're low on lands, right? This should be an easy game. Another Luris. They have a land for the Scorpion. Let's take the cat out. And let's take the Skyclave out, or the Eidolon, sorry. Hit for 4. It should be fine. The Necro in play. It's on the left-hand side. Oh, stop it. Stop it. An 87% win rate. And the only time we've lost is when we threw the match away. And we just, like, cruise into Diamond, no problem. Right? You could literally autopilot this deck to Mythic. We're going to play some more matches with it, I guess. I feel bad with those being the only matches we have today, right? So let's get some more footage. We go first with a lot of land, but the curve's there. Do they fry it immediately? Yup. All right. Let's pass our turn. I think they just probably stomp our face in. Nothing. Okay, that is good. Giant can block Annex. There's no Embercleave here. Champion's fine. Another champion. Delightful. Let's see what they've got here. So the Bonecrusher Giant has no target for them. Go straight to the grave. And then And then... we can kill one. And replay our giant. Now, I don't know if that's good or not. Probably not, but... nice. There's no coming back from this. Maybe we can survive one turn and then start boasting for blockers. Gulp. Oh my gosh. Nice. We go first. Hand looks nice. Mulligan, 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 mulligan. Mountain trickery. Maybe not. Who knows? Whenever you see it now, it's suspect. It's like, oh, really? Really? No, definitely not. Definitely not. This is an interesting drop. Jerk. You jerk. Tip for 4. Stomp the 1/1. I guess. Hopefully there's no henge. Basically, we have to be attacking with flying because of the Lovestrike Beast. Wow, they paid life for that. They take our Fallen. That is so freaking annoying. Let's kill their Lovestruck Beast. Get our Usher back. Bonecrusher in play, that's alright. Mammoth in play, that's not the worst either. We make the chump blocker. We take the massive hit. We play the dog. Right, another chump blocker. Also indestructible for Usher. They need a cleave. not do it anymore. They just tapped their mountain. All right, I think that's game. It's really close to it. 5-9, yeah, that's just a good game. Nice. Nice. We go first. The hand doesn't look amazing. Like, having a cleave and a Skyclave is a little awkward. Skyclave. But we can boast this on turn 2, so it's not all bad. And then turn 3 is the Maul, of course, so. It's really nice, Usher, as a 1-drop. Because it basically acts as your 2-drop as well. One damage in. Plus we have the Human Warrior, which looks pretty ballin'. Knight in play. That's alright. We just take it. Yes. I mean, it's not like it was blocking anyways, but it's an attacker. Only I attack. We should have waited for Annex, I guess, but it doesn't matter. Cleaving the Skyclave Apparition feels so awkward, but we'll do it. It's an easy win. Easy wins, you guys. Alrighty, so, you know, some serious misplays there today. LOL. That kind of will get to us when we're, you know, playing 2 new decks a day. But mostly it's just like my dyslexia. It gets me every single day while I play this game. It's a constant reminder that it's there. And it is the realization and then the awareness that it's there that really actually helps me in not only this, but my regular life as well. Because I make mistakes, right? I don't notice it. Things go backwards and inside out. And I move on, right? I don't see it. So this forces me to see it, right? It forces me to become aware of my personal situation, and then it allows me the opportunity to improve upon it, right? And this is really, really nice. So, you know, Magic is not only a lot of fun, but it's, for me, become a tool for personal development, which is really quite interesting as well. Thank you guys for your time and attention. Leave all your thoughts and comments about this deck in the description below, or not in the description, in the comments below. Check the description out. We've got some cool stuff in there for you guys. We have a 500,000 gem giveaway, free one-on-ones, no, free cash prize tournaments. The one-on-ones are a giveaway as well. You know, so much stuff going on in the Discord. Jump in on that. You guys do not want to miss out on it. Thanks for your time and attention. Enjoy another video on me. We'll see you in a few seconds. Take care.